So this is a long time coming. This is the Undertale / Deltarune newsletter for 2024. This came out in December. And the only thing I can say is I'm sorry. I'm very sorry that we didn't get to do this. What usually happens is I have so much I'm doing on the channel that some stuff will fall to the wayside. And it's not nice because like what happened, like literally it's just like, oh, I'll do that in a few weeks. And then all of a sudden it's a month, all of a sudden it's 2 months. And since we had so much to do on the channel, it kind of like fell to the wayside, unfortunately. So I do apologize for that, guys. We're going to be reading this today. And I do want to say this as well. Whenever a newsletter comes out, what we're going to do is we're going to do it in the Let's Play slot. So there's no way like that we can never come across this again. What's going to happen is, because what usually happens is whenever these release, I'm like, oh, I have to do a Q&A this week. I have to do this week. And then like, I'm like, oh, well, like I can't do it until this week. And then there's always something that comes up. But like, these are really important to me and I love Undertale and Deltarune. So like, I'm going to make an effort now, especially after missing it for 2.5 months. This is going to happen no matter what. And it's going to take over the Let's Play that day. It's just going to happen. That's the way things go, guys. And I don't want to miss this again. That's what I'm saying. So we have a lovely picture. It's all white, by the way, for the winter stuff. We're kind of out of winter now, but Toriel eating the snow. So yeah, I apologize for that, guys. And I hope you guys understand how that kind of works, how you let it, you put it off for a week and it turns into 2.5 months. It happens. It just happens with stuff like that. It's cold. Snow has blanketed the ground. In this state, it's hard to know where to find anything. Let's start by looking up. Blue sky. Up above as a blue sky, suddenly a shadow appeared above you. Hey, are you following me or something? Hey, if you're gonna follow me around, follow me at the place where it looks like a butterfly. It flew away, so that's the new site. This is the place. I think it's pronounced Blueski. Is it pronounced Blueski? I didn't even know. There, I tested the waters, ground, and sky, and made several posts about chicken, which actually resembles image of a dog climbing. I even made a song about carpet. Yeah, I'll you know, we'll see that. I actually think it's because a lot of people are making blue skies as well, aren't they? If in case blue sky flies away, I upload all these posts here, a memorial. That way you don't even have to remember the website. Okay. And there's a picture of sands as well. A lot of really beautiful like drawings here, like sands and papyrus here. LTS testing game changing? Oh my god, Monster Kid, I love him. After 4 months of waiting for a stable version, we were able to update GameMaker and do public testing of its new chapter switching command game changer. It has some hiccups that needs to be ironed out, but overall it seems to work okay. However, as a side effect of updating GameMaker, many other changes to the underlying engine cause unforeseen issues to pop up all across the game, creating new crashes and even awakening some old bugs that were already fixed a long time ago. We tried to fix everything we can, but it's hard to know if we got everything. One day in the future, after 3 and 4 are out, we will need to update GameMaker again in an even more extensive way, causing new unknown bugs, crashes, and strange differences to appear once again in a game that is twice as big as it is now. That's a scary thought, by the way, right? The idea of having a game that is just getting bigger, which means the bugs are going to get bigger. You know, the time you spend on this thing is going to get bigger. It just happens. I hope this illuminates one interesting aspect of creation for you guys. Thank you very much to everyone that tested. It's the truth though, like as games get bigger, they will get harder to make. And in this case, you're no longer testing bugs for like a 5-hour game or a 4-hour game. You're testing bugs for what is going to be like at the end of Deltarune. It seems like it's going to be a full-on gigantic 30-hour RPG, maybe at least. Not, you know, gigantic for like an indie game. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, it's really cool to learn this insight. Oh my god, look at this. That picture is the best picture ever. It warms my heart so much. Deltarune progress update. Okay. Buried in the snow was an ancient crystal. Is that... What's that in the ice? Oh my god. It sure is ancient. It might even be 2 months old. The crystals resonated with a message. Deltarune reaches 6th anniversary. What? Since Undertale came out 9 years past and I only released 2 chapters of Deltarune so far, internally, Chapter 3 and 4 are basically completed. Besides translation and bug testing, they are frozen, waiting to be released. What? Seems the dog will thaw the passage of time. Oh, don't use the defrosting set. It will make the fur curl up and get sticky. So it's ready. It's pretty much ready beyond bug testing and translation. It's still a big effort. Like bug testing and translation is still a very big part of the process, but still very cool. Again, I don't really follow anyone to do with Undertale and Deltarune on any sites, so this is my first time seeing this. I love that jacket. The size of the jacket, it's so cute. Seems the dog will thaw at a passage of time. Don't use the defrost setting, it'll make the fur curl up and get sticky. That's a way of saying be patient, let it cook. Right, you gotta let it cook. Chapter 3. The game was tested, I love that of Susie. The game was tested by a professional team on PC. It's a bit strange, some of the only people to play the game so far are just some talented, reliable guys in a room somewhere. I wonder if they liked it. I'm gonna ask them if they liked it. I got a response to summarize. It was a lot of work trying to test all the subtle details and text differences in the game. On the other hand, it was enjoyable to find these things on your own, as a single criticism. It's a bit inconvenient not being able to save during certain longer portions. Good criticism, right? It's a good way of looking at that. But those portions were totally fun and made you excited to see what's going to happen next. I think that's such a great way of critiquing. Because sometimes people say like, oh, like, you know, people have to be able to take criticism. That's such a great way of putting criticism. It's like, yeah, it's inconvenient not being able to save, which is totally, I think I've had the complaint about games before. But the portions were fun, so it wasn't too bad, right? That's a good way of looking at it. Very, very constructive. That seems like a fair assessment. There's a long section where you cannot save, but it's also rumored to be fun. Dog twiddling realistic human thumbs. That's what reviews say so far. By the way, so it's dog twiddling, yeah, again. By the way, a number of reports from the testing team were about things that seemed like bugs, but were actually intentional. Seems to be a typo displayed, was a typo in text displayed after acquiring pizza sent in overview. This seems to be a typo displayed after acquiring pizza sent. Oh my god, so it's like, it's actually, it's a pepperoni. I know, I feel like, yeah, like, it's like, yeah, not everyone's gonna know that, but like, I know, I feel like, you know, if I saw that in the game, I wouldn't think it's a bug. I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. That's pretty cool. Chapter 3 remains pretty solid, only console-related aspects remain. Yeah, console will probably come out a week later as usual. Switch usually gets that big announcement. Chapter 4, the first Japanese translation of Chapter 4 was placed into the game. Here's some text, although keep in mind translation is a work in progress. It will take some months before the translation is completed with a final pass. Very cool seeing this as well, right? Susie, can you enrich my enclosure? I can punch a hole in a drywall and hide toys inside. I actually love seeing this aspect. It disgusts me to say this, but as an act of charity for Birdly. Birdly, oh my god. You want me festival, I will let you. I love the translation as well. Did it hurt when you fell? Your tag says to the moon? Very interesting. After translation is nearing completion, we will begin PC testing. After that, we'll do console testing for both Chapter 3 and 4. You can taste how close it is now, but obviously we'll still wait patiently. Chapter 5. There's a clearing where some ice had melted. Some team members had to focus on Chapter 1, 2, and 3. Bug fixes for a while, but now our more recent hires have been able to work on Chapter 5 during the time. So progress has still been steady. The rate of creation is quite solid this time. Many things are in development at once. I love hearing the updates on, like, you know, the team getting bigger. Because we know they hired a producer a while back, and it's been a great decision, clearly, because it seems like they're way more efficient, and they're probably happier with the outcome that they're getting now at this stage as well. So that's really cool also, hearing this update. Honestly. New merch. That jumper, man. That jumper. On Friday in November, the sky turned black soon after items were revealed in a cartoonish shape. I love that jumper, and that shirt is really adorable too. The long sleeve shirt is really awesome. There are many things you can look up, but I'll talk about two specific revelations. The important person's shirt. It's like a long mask you wear stretched over your skin. It will make you look more like someone with an important connection to you. I love it. I actually love it. I wear this normally. I totally wear that normally. Tuck it into my gray pants. You, their love will become yours. Your love will become theirs. And the Seam plush. Oh my god, it's so good as well, isn't it? Fat Gamer wanted to make it her plush. I was told that many people wanted a plush of Seam. Great design. I don't think Seam would believe that in any case I had to make a design. It's really cool. Oh, look at the little doodle as well. I love that plush. Yeah, I would wear that. I would for sure wear that. I gave them a staff, which they cast magic, dusty magic, that twinkles like broken dreams. Although it could sort of be considered official. There's no tail. Should they have a large fluffy tail, or maybe it was torn off by cruel and loving hands. Anyway, by now your tail and mine should be stronger than anything I show you. Don't be discouraged. I love like the consideration of the design as well. I can't get over this jacket with look at this, and Toriel laughing as well. It's so adorable. It's so adorable. With Frisk or Chris. Sorry, Jesus. You know I'm doing terrible, right? when I get names mixed up. But it's such an adorable jacket, really, isn't it? It is. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just because like there's like seeing anyone that's like packed up in a gigantic jacket is like so adorable, even if it is Chris. A new song, Theater Creator Core. Me and Camilla collaborated on a new song for Sega's rhythm game, Chuntium. Oh, that's cool. The song is called Theater Creator Core, so I'll stop it here. Creator Core. And this game has a unique character that goes along with it. In that case, it's about a theater master who's actually a god of chaos. This was their idea. As usual for our collaborations, I created some of the melodies and then Camilla did all of the hard work. As reference to what type of song to make, Sega sent me an example. The word revolving. Guys, anyway, I hope you enjoyed the song. Let's see here. Oh no, of course I have a papyrus, of course. Oh my god. Conclusion, on Halloween 2024, we announced that Chapter 3 and 4 release in 2025. This is 100% true. Or maybe a gajillion percent. We're also working on some other exciting things that we can't talk about now. It will be a good while to get going, but 2025 looks like it'll be an interesting year. Very interesting. Just get a taste for this anyway. I'm probably not going to listen to the full song, but we'll get a taste for it. Crazy. Yeah, like, this is very Toby Fox. It sounds incredible. Like, it fits the character on the screen very much. Okay, we might as well listen to this whole thing, right? We might as well. Very cool stuff. Oh my god, even the switch-ups are very Toby Fox-esque, right? You know it's him, like, right? You know it's Toby Fox doing this, especially. Oh my god, the very frantic nature of this too. It's such a cool design as well for this character up here, right? It's a really cool design. Oh my god. So, like, how do I say it? So, like... How does it? It's like the word frantic is what I'm looking for. Like I said it earlier, but like it's so frantic in a way that like seems magical and like something that like is like it's scary, but at the same time it's like super endearing. You know, the music in Toby Fox that Toby Fox makes, right? Sometimes it can be very, very like scary, but like endearing. Oh my god, the little haunted vibe as well. My legs are shaking listening to this. Oh my god, the little inserts. Very cool stuff. And right back, I love the tiny little inserts in this as well. It's even more frantic than usual when it comes to Toby Fox stuff. But it's cool like seeing a little collaboration here as well, right? Very cool. So that's the newsletter, guys. And what we're learning from right now is that they're very close to this, that we have some new merch. We'll read the newsletter the week it comes out, by the way, the next one, guys. I want to make that promise to you. No matter what we're doing, we will read the new newsletter. That's what's going to be happening. I love the little drawings here, the little art style. I love Monster Kids so much as well. But yeah, like really, really nice little update. You know, keeping people updated as much as possible. I love that they talked about like the idea of defrosting as the new thing, and like also like getting response here as well. This criticism was really good. Seeing the translations here as well was also really interesting. Like getting that insight into a game that like, you know, we're all excited for. And also understanding like, you know, the business side of things and how things have changed going forward and how efficient it's become as well is so cool to hear as well. For my money, like, I think that these are always very important for Deltarune and Undertale fans because they keep the game alive for people like me who I'm not really involved in the fandom beyond the actual game itself. So like, it's nice to have like an actual like pace to go every few months. And again, I feel like it's in the pit of my stomach when I saw the date of when this came out, which was in December. I felt terrible. I legitimately was like, oh my God. You know what I mean? I was like, like 2.5 months, basically almost 2.5 months. It's more than 2 months. It's more 2 months and a few days. It's more 2 months and 4 days, right? But still, it was like pretty crazy. Pretty crazy how it felt because I was like, I love reading these. So I'll make sure to do it the week of every time it comes out. And I hope you guys will still come along for the reading with me. It's just like, yeah, we do so much on the channel. But in 2025, and this is an update for you Deltarune and Undertale fans, I don't want to like slow down, but I want to slow down. You know what I mean? I want to like basically like maybe still make sure we have videos out every day like we usually do and still do all the stuff that we usually do. But like not put too much pressure on the idea of like having to like for example, like it's like, oh, I have to have like a Let's Play video out every single day. Whereas in some cases it's like, I experimented like towards the end of the year where I was like, well, this week I have other stuff to do or something like that. Let's do one less Genshin video this week. Let's do one less Let's Play video this week. Let's do, instead of a Let's Play video, let's do like a reaction to a Nintendo Direct. Like, I feel like that stuff is like important for a channel to be flexible with that stuff. And I want to say that to you guys, that's what I want to do going forward. If there is an Undertale Deltarune newsletter, whatever day it comes out, or even the day after, we will be reading it together. But yeah, this is a great update, a really great update, having a better focus on all these new things, the bug fixes, the criticism, when the chapters could be coming out. Again, not giving us a date, which is fine, but I'm super excited to see where this could go in the future, guys. Thank you so much for reading this with me. Thank you so much for watching this with me. It was super, super nice to touch base with you Deltarune and Undertale fans again. If you want to have a conversation with me down below about how excited you are, that would be really great too. But for now, I want to say thank you so much to my patrons who have made this so possible. The patron even asked for this 2 months ago. Or didn't I say like, hey, when's it going to happen? They didn't say like, I want this. They were like, hey, when's that happening? And even now I'm thinking like, you know, I'm like, man, I feel awful. Not because, again, it's not an obligation to do this. It's not an obligation. But I feel awful for 2 reasons. This is a big part of my channel. And also at the same time, I love this. I love these. And letting go to the wayside, just like I felt my stomach sank. Thank you so much to Typhar2, Jamie Bold, Jonathan Banana, The Ghost of Inazuma, Felicious Felix, Yule, Radish, Anusta, Death Trap, Lynx Marky, Assassin, Colorbow, True Peanut Butter, Alpaca Juice, Peter Shelson, Heck, SR Fiji, and Leon. And thank you to all who support me. And thank you guys, Undertale Deltarune fans. I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.